Probando, probando. Just testing, testing. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Making sure the audio is going to be perfect today. We're not going to have two voices or something like that. I hopefully expect you all can hear me well. Let me see, microphone is on. Okay, what else can we do right here? Making sure. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing, testing. Welcome back to another class today. Let's go ahead and get started with today's class. Let's see. You can guys either check our Facebook Live or either you can go to our YouTube channel, right? So let's see. What do we have right here? Nobody hasn't come yet. Okay. Just testing. I would appreciate that every single person who is just listening to this class, you can either comment, right, in the session below, or you can either share the information, right, with all those people interested in learning English. So we're going to be waiting for at least one more person, and then we're going to start. Okay. All right. Testing. So let's go ahead and get started. Hello, people. How's it going? How are you today? My name is Teacher Nestor. And as I promised you last week, today we're going to have another class on our free lessons online, right? So you can either, guys, in order for you to participate, it's going to be a really good idea if you can download the material. You can go to our Facebook account. I send you all a message where you can download the lesson. Lesson 3 is the one that we are going to be, focusing on today. And I hopefully expect that you can learn as much as all my students that have been learning at Nica Lingua. As you can see, today we're going to be talking about the lessons about, we're going to be talking about the lessons, my family, right? We got Jennifer Jared Moreno. We got Yvette Montalban. Hello, both of you. I hopefully expect you guys doing terrific today. Do me a favor, both of you. Can you please share the information within your contacts so they can have access to this free class too? It's my pleasure to have you both here. So let's get started with today's lesson. Today's lesson, guys, we're going to be focusing on, let's see. As you may know, the basic English course, we talk about vocabulary, pronunciation, and fluency, right? And I just want you to keep in mind that this is thanks to this kind of events is thanks to Let's Talk. Let's Talk, it's a 90 minutes conversation session where you can improve your listening and speaking skill with a language specialist. And within these 90 minutes, you're going to be talking about different kind of topics, and you will have the opportunity to improve, obviously, your English. Now, so let me also tell you that Let's Talk es el espacio interactivo que tiene como objetivo escuchar y desarrollar tus habilidades de listening and speaking sobre preguntas cotidianas. Acá en Let's Talk podrás interactuar y conocer a otras personas. Recibirás tips de cómo mejorar tu inglés en corto tiempo y obviamente también recibirás el feedback apropiado para que tú puedas tener un mejor desenvolvimiento en lo que es inglés. Lo que necesitas es muy sencillo, necesitas internet, una computadora, ya sea laptop o de escritorio, y así también una tablet como un smartphone. Permítanme apagar este teléfono porque si no, solo vamos a escuchar esa huella. Ok. Bueno, los horarios pues en Let's Talk varían, se realizan todos los viernes y gracias a Let's Talk es de que tenemos esta clase gratuita el día de hoy. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with today's lesson. Today's lesson, we're going to be talking about the family. We have a review right here. We got, for example, granddad, right? Everybody, I hope you can see it and also listen to this. Granddad. Everybody is aware what granddad is. We also have granny. My granny, it's amazing. As well as my granddad is, right? Uncle, right? It's the person that it might be married to your aunt or vice versa. We got also right here your aunt. You have your dad, the person that loves you every day, right? As well as your mom, the person that is gonna be right there for you. You have your cousins, which are the people related to your uncles and aunts, right? Cousins. And depending on your family, how many members you are, guys, you can either have sister, brother, and me. This is basic vocabulary that some of you have already know about this, and some of you maybe not. So that's the reason why we got this intro, right? But in this lesson, we need to make sure that in your family, we talk about the people that is in the same house where you live, right? It's the same house where you live that's going to be treated your family. Here in Nicaragua, most likely the composition of a family, it could be between three or maybe more, right? Between 5 and 10 members. But there are also families that you can find only 3 to 5 members, right? So we got the expressions right there. Besides the other ones that we just talked about, we have other expressions. For example, we have siblings. The meaning of siblings in this will be brother or sister. In my case, I only have a sibling, right? I only have one sibling. She is in abroad. She's not in Nicaragua. And if you are watching this session, I just want to say hi to you and hopefully expect you're doing terrific, right? Older and younger is the senior or junior age. In my case, because I have only one sister, I can say that I have only one sister, right? And I am older than my sister. So I am in a senior age. A family of, in my case, when I was living alone, I was a family of 3, right? My mom, my sister, and myself. But now that I'm living in Managua, my family has increased just a little bit. So I have a family of 5 members. And a family of, it's when we talk about a way to say how many members are in your family, right? We got Francis just joining, and congrats. We got also Freedom Nicaragua just joining. Maria Teresa, hi, how's it going? I hopefully expect guys you're doing terrific, all of you. Let's continue with the vocabulary expressions. A family of, and also we have an only child. An only child. Let's see right here. There are some families that they only have one child, and this is actually applies when you are the only one in your family, no brothers or no sister. In this example, I am not an only child because, as you may know, I have a sister. So I may say I am not an only child. I have one sibling. Now, we also have is also part of. It's also part of. We got the meaning. It's a member of. And in this session right here is when we talk about when we talk about pets, right? When we talk about basically pets. In this case, I have Lancelot. Lancelot, it's a male cat. We have Lancelot since 2010. And my cat is also part of my family. So you can also use these expressions. One more time, sibling. We also have older, younger, a family of, an only child, and the other expression is also part of. Now we have 2 or 3 more expressions. Take care of. In this example, I personally take care of my family, my 3 daughters and my wife. Grow up. It's to become an adult. It's from the stage from children to adult or growing up so quickly. My oldest daughter is growing up so fast. And doing for a living, it's basically your work. It's what you do, right? Okay. Now, in this case, guys, I am an English teacher. This is what I do. Let's move it on with the expressions one more time. Take care of, grow up, and do for a living. So now let's take a look at the examples right here. We got 8 different sentences, 8 different samples. As if you have watched the previous lesson, lesson 1, lesson 2, you will realize that we always have the same characters in order for us to have the same information all the time, which is Dorothy and Kevin, right? We got the conversation about Dorothy and Kevin, and they're talking about their families. So the main idea is that you can basically choose the right answer. We have, hi, Kevin. Do you have any? What do you think is going to be from 1 through 8? What do you think is going to be the right answer? Hi, Kevin. Do you have any? Let's see what it comes. Do we have any volunteer who wants to participate? And the first sentence, hi, Kevin. Do you have any? All right, perfect. So it's going to be number 4. Hi, Kevin. Do you have any siblings? Remember, siblings, brother or sister, right? It could be singular or it could be plural. The good thing about siblings is that you can either use both ways. Siblings, hermanos o hermanas, right? No tiene género. Simplemente se refiere a cuántos hermanos o cuántas hermanas tienes. Then we have Kevin. Yes, I have an older sister and a. So let's move it on. It says older. What do you think is going to be the answer? It's pretty easy. So anybody who wants to answer that question or that sentence right there. I have an older sister and I guess everybody have it, right? It's number 3, younger brother. And let's continue. We are a family of 5. Then Dorothy says, that must be so nice. That must be so nice. What does that mean? It means that she hasn't experienced that before. Ella no tiene ninguna idea de qué es tener un hermano o hermanos o hermana o hermanas, right? So I guess that everybody has, right? The next or the following sentence. I am an only child. How many of you guys are only child? How many of you don't have siblings? Oh, thanks God I have my sibling and she's doing amazing. I love you, sister. Okay, now we have Kevin, right? Kevin. So your family only includes you, your father, and your mother. And then Dorothy says, my dog. What is the name of her dog? The name is Toro, right? Interesting name. Well, Toro is, what do you think is gonna be? Is there you go. Is also part of my family. Also part of my family. My parents and I love him so much, right? My parents and I love him so much. Okay, good. So then we got Kevin's answer. That it's great. How old is Toro? So one more time, who is Toro right here? Toro is her dog, right? And he is asking for her age. And then she says, he is the youngest of the family. He's only 5 years old. My parents love to, what do you think it is? Yes, take care of him and watch him grow up, right? So then we have Kevin. What do your parents do? Well, for a living, right? What do your parents do for a living? My mother is an engineer and my father works as a lawyer. Wow, that must be very busy. That must be very busy people, Kevin's replies back, right? Okay, cool. Then we got the following. Recuerden de que para tener más clases gratuitas, lo único que tienen que hacer es simplemente no inscribirse, sino que darle subscribe al botón de YouTube en nuestra página oficial o en nuestro canal oficial y sobre todo darle a la campanita de tal forma de que al momento que estemos haciendo un en vivo tú puedas acceder a las clases inmediatamente. Por otro lado también nos apoyas dando o compartiendo en tus redes sociales a través de Facebook, dándole like a nuestra página para poder seguir haciendo estos tipos de materiales completamente gratuitos. So let's move it on. Let's continue with the class, guy. So this is the most important part, which is the speaking practice. Now, through the lesson, the main idea is that you can have the vocabulary and the pronunciation. So in the first 10 or 12 minutes of this lesson, it's very important that in the meantime, because this is going to be recorded, in the meantime, you can either practice the new vocabulary that maybe you don't know, and also check that out, that pronunciation. And we got right here the speaking practice. We have the new vocabulary. Let's go ahead and move it through the list right here. We have number one, an only child. Number two, family of. Number three, younger. Four, siblings. Five, grow up. Six, also part. Seven, take care of. And eight, for a living. So let's see. If somebody comes to you and asks you, hey, how many siblings do you have? You already know that this person is talking about family members, especially your brother or sister, right? So how many siblings do you have? What do you think it could be the answer? It could be different kind of answers. But the most important part is that either you can practice with the vocabulary or you can come out with your own personal answers. So in this scenario, we can say, I have, and the amount of siblings. If you only have one sibling, that's okay. You don't put it in plural. You only say, I have one sibling. But if you have more than one, which is going to be 2 or 3 or 4, it will be, I have 2, I have 3, I have 4 siblings. In my personal case, I only have one sibling, right? That's my answer. I will also love to read your answers, right, in the comments below. Now, going back to the question, how many siblings do you have? If you don't have brothers and sisters, the other answer could be, I am an only child, right? That will be number one. I am an only child in the family. This happens when you don't have brothers or sisters. Second question says, how many people are there in your family? You can answer this question by saying, my family includes my grandpa, my grandma, my sister, my father, my mother, and so on and so forth. In my personal case, if you ask me this question, I will say my family includes my three daughters and, well, my wife, obviously, and myself, right? But also, if you have pets, if you have animals, parrots, pigs, snakes, rats, or the common thing, cats and dogs, you can say, I have also a pet, or my pet also part of my family, right? My pet is also part of my family. Then we have, what do your parents do? This is always related to family. And what do your parents do? How can you answer this question? The question will be answered like, well, my father is a doctor for a living, in my case. My mother is a manager. She owns a business, right, for a living. That's going to be another answer. And my sister is a manager also for a living, right? So these are the ways that you can answer. Now, if you have your parent could be a lawyer, it could be doctors, it could be a nurse, it could be engineers. So what you need to do is basically, where are these blinks right here? You need to put the profession, or what they do for life, right? In those blank space. All right, perfect. So keep in mind, right, that Nica Lingua has different kind of programs. We got Inglés Comunicativo, en la cual puedes aprender en 4 meses. El curso en sí tiene una duración de 1 año, pero nuestro principal objetivo es de que 4 meses puedas aprender inglés de manera espontánea, natural. La verdad está en que en este curso está programado para que puedas hablar en 4 tiempos con los 16 verbos más importantes que tiene el inglés. Entonces eso ayuda muchísimo. También tenemos lo que es el club de conversación. El club de conversación es prácticamente para que tú puedas mejorar, right? Mejorar lo que es tu speaking. Son 6 meses del club de conversación. Está dividido en 2 niveles, un nivel intermedio y un nivel avanzado. El nivel intermedio, pues, te ayudamos con técnicas para que puedas hablar inglés más tiempo. Es decir, te hacen una pregunta y en vez de decir sí o no, entonces la idea es contar tu propia historia, nosotros decimos. Obviamente está enfocado en vocabulario, pronunciación, fluidez. La segunda parte del club de conversación, que es un poco más avanzado, es en técnicas de presentación. De pronto necesitas hacer presentaciones en inglés, esos otros 3 meses pues te ayudan a cómo poder desarrollarlo completamente en inglés. Luego tenemos el inglés para call center. Ha sido mucho la demanda últimamente, el inglés para call center. Y pues la verdad lo tenemos a su disposición para que ustedes puedan estudiar con nosotros. La idea fundamental es aprender desde hacer lo que es un currículum hasta buscar trabajos, ya sea a nivel nacional o nivel internacional, ¿verdad? Y para los pequeños del hogar, pues tenemos lo que es inglés para niños. Es un curso entre las edades de 7 y 10 años. Y la idea fundamental es de que los niños ya puedan compartir o tengan sus primeras palabras en inglés. Muy bien. Prácticamente, pues eso ha sido todo el día de hoy. Tienen nuestros contactos, correos electrónicos y dirección, caso pues de que quieran comunicarse con nosotros y tener mayor información al respecto. I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much for this time. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I hopefully expect that you enjoyed the class. It's very important, guys, that you thumb up our channel and our page, also in other social medias we have like Twitter and Instagram. Please share your comments. It will be appreciated. Any feedback you may have, and I hope to see you in future classes. Bye bye, guys, and take good care of yourself.